In the vastness of the universe, a thunderous explosion rips through galaxies. But you hear nothing. Not a whisper, not a roar, just silence. This is not the silence of peace. This is the silence of power, of stars dying in quiet agony, of light bending without a single sound, of the universe writing its symphony in silence. You stand on Earth, under a starry night sky. But out there, beyond the veil of blue, events unfold that would shatter mountains, rip apart planets, and collapse entire suns. And yet, you hear nothing, because space is silent. There is no air to carry sound, no wind to rustle the echoes, just emptiness. And in that emptiness, explosions beyond imagination. Massive stars end their lives in supernovae, releasing more energy in seconds than our sun will in its entire life. Yet no boom, no thunder, only waves of light streaking across galaxies, unseen, unheard. This is not science fiction. This is cosmic truth. Welcome to the Silent Symphony, where black holes collide in absolute silence, where neutron stars spin like celestial razors, where galaxies themselves crash into one another, and the universe watches without a sound. 1. The silent heartbeat of the cosmos. There is a pulse to the universe, a rhythm that can be measured but never heard, a pattern written not in music, but in mathematics. Gravitational waves ripple through space-time like the chords of some divine instrument. Each wave is born from destruction, two neutron stars spiraling together, two black holes merging into one. The violence of these events is unimaginable. But there is no orchestra, no conductor, only motion, only distortion, only silence. And yet, this silence sings. 2. Death in quiet, the supernova paradox. When a giant star dies, it doesn't simply fade, it explodes. A core collapse supernova. In a fraction of a second, the star tears itself apart. Its outer layers are flung into the cosmos at incredible speeds. This explosion outshines entire galaxies, billions of stars eclipsed by the death of just one. And still, not a sound. The elements forged in the furnace of that destruction, gold, iron, oxygen, will one day become planets, people, you, me. We are born from silent explosions. 3. Collisions that shaped everything. Long ago, our Milky Way collided with other galaxies. The scars of those collisions are written in its spiral arms, in streams of stars still moving through the halo. Today it's happening again. The Milky Way is on a cosmic collision course with Andromeda. Two massive galaxies racing toward each other at 400,000 kilometers per hour. They will merge. They will consume one another. But the star will mostly miss each other. The result, a beautiful silent fusion, a galactic rebirth, and it will sound like nothing. 4. Time, twisted in silence. Time itself bends in space. Mass warps space-time. Black holes stretch it until it almost tears. Fall into one, and to you, time feels normal. To the outside universe, you're frozen, stuck on the edge forever. This distortion, this warping of the very fabric of existence, happens in silence. No scream escapes a black hole. No message. No noise, just nothing. Time bends. Space curves. Matter disappears. But silence remains. The edge of silence, quasars and gamma. Burst. Imagine a jet of radiation so powerful it could strip Earth's atmosphere from halfway across the galaxy. That's a gamma ray burst, one of the most energetic events in the universe. It lasts seconds, and it's completely silent. Quasars, the bright centers of ancient galaxies, shoot out jets from black holes millions of times more massive than our sun. Their light can travel 13 billion years to reach us, but not their sound. It's like watching fireworks through bulletproof glass. You see the light. You feel the awe, but you'll never hear the boom. 6. A universe without ears. Our ears evolved in air, our voices too, but the universe doesn't care about our evolution. In space, silence is an absence. It's a feature, a canvas. Every movement, every collision, every explosion happens in the quiet. And yet the universe is never still. It's always playing, always performing. The planets spin, the moons dance, the stars pulse. You just have to know how to listen. 7. Listening to the silence. We built instruments, not to hear, but to detect. LIGO, Hubble, JWST. They don't listen, they watch. They see light. They sense gravity. They trace X-rays. They read the echoes of ancient silence. Gravitational waves from merging black holes. Microwave background radiation from the Big Bang. Photons born billions of years ago, arriving just now. These are the notes of the Silent Symphony. 8. Origins in silence. The Big Bang. What sound did the Big Bang make? None, because there was no space for sound to travel, no time even for vibration to exist. It wasn't an explosion in space. It was an explosion of space. Everything, time, space, matter, burst forth in an instant, but the silence was absolute. And yet, from that silence came everything. Galaxies, stars, life, thought, you, nine, the cosmic choir of light. Maybe the universe doesn't speak in sound. Maybe it speaks in light, in radiation, in gravity. Each quasar, each supernova, each lensing galaxy, each black hole is a voice, a note, a whisper, and together they form a choir, one you don't hear with ears, but with wonder. 10. We are the audience. We live in a universe of quiet fire, and we are its audience. We observe, we measure, we imagine. And though we cannot hear its voice, we feel its presence. In photons, in math, in silence. The explosions are real, the destruction is vast, but the beauty is eternal. This is the Silent Symphony, and it plays everywhere. Fade out with a reflection. Perhaps the greatest music is not what we hear, but what we imagine when all else is quiet. The universe doesn't need to shout, its silence is enough, because in that silence is everything. 11. The music of absence. What if silence isn't the absence of sound, but the presence of everything else? Every second, trillions of particles are colliding, decaying, transforming, unheard, unseen. In the cores of stars, fusion rages in silence. In the hearts of galaxies, gravity sculpts fate with no fanfare. On Earth, silence feels empty. But in space, silence is full. Full of birth, of death, of motion. It is not void, it is language, a different kind of music. 12th, dying stars, rising elements. Every atom in your body, carbon, nitrogen, calcium, came from stars, not quiet stars, but dying ones. Supernovae, hypernovae, silent detonations. As stars collapse, they create iron, the death knell of fusion. When a star makes iron, it can no longer resist gravity. It implodes, then it explodes. In that moment, new elements are born. Gold, silver, uranium. You are wearing the silence of an exploded star on your wrist, in your blood, in your breath. Your atoms are ancient. Your body is recycled stardust. You are made of silent thunder. 13. Neutron stars. The quietest monsters. Imagine this, a single teaspoon of matter weighing more than Mount Everest. That's a neutron star. Born from the core of a supernova, its atoms collapse, crushed into pure neutrons, a city-sized sphere spinning hundreds of times per second. Some beam radiation into space. Pulsars, they blink, they spin, they scream across the void, but not in sound. Their rhythm is electromagnetic. Their pulse is pure data. They are cosmic metronomes, keeping time. In silence. 14. Black holes. The final note. The most powerful forces in the universe make no sound. Black holes do not roar. They whisper in mathematics. You cannot see them. You cannot hear them. But you can feel their pull, like a silent god beneath the fabric of space. Their presence bends light, warps time, erases information. When two black holes merge, they shake space-time itself. Gravitational waves ripple outward, like the final tremor of a giant bell struck without a hammer. Einstein predicted it. LIGO recorded it. And still we heard nothing. Just data, just patterns, just silence. 15. Cosmic fireworks without a sound. Human celebration is noisy. We use drums, trumpets, fireworks. The universe celebrates differently. Its fireworks are clusters of newborn stars, spiral galaxies swirling with radiant dust, auroras dancing above alien worlds. And its celebration is silent. No bang, no cheer, no applause. Just beauty, endless, wordless, soundless. 16th Symphonies written in gravity. Gravity is not noise, but it is music. It's the conductor of orbits, the sculptor of spirals, the unseen force that holds galaxies together. Planets spin, not randomly, but in rhythm. Moons synchronize, rings align. This is structure. This is harmony. This is cosmic choreography. You may not hear it, but your atoms dance to it every day. Your body, your breath, your beating heart, all bound by gravity's silent song. 17. The dark between the stars. What lies between the stars? Not just emptiness, not just silence, but dark matter and dark energy. We cannot hear them. We cannot see them, but they shape everything. Dark matter weaves invisible scaffolding across the cosmos. Dark energy pulls space apart faster and faster. They do not speak, but they move everything. In the silence between stars, the unknown rules, and it leaves no sound behind. 18. Light's lonely journey. Photons, particles of light, can travel for billions of years without ever touching another atom. No detour, no deflection, only endless, quiet travel. From the moment they were born in a burning star or a quasar's heart, they've raced across the universe to meet your eyes. When you look at a star, you are catching the tail end of a light beam's eternal voyage. A message, delivered in silence, a billion years late, right on time. 19. Cosmic microwave background, the echo of creation. If you could tune a radio to the right frequency, you'd hear the afterglow of the Big Bang, not sound, but radiation, the cosmic microwave background. Born 380,000 years after everything began, it is the oldest light we can see. It fills the universe, uniform, silent, ancient. It hums in microwave detectors. It whispers in old TVs as static. It tells us, you came from something hot and fast and loud that now echoes in silence. 20. Alien worlds in the quiet. There are planets out there, thousands of them, some with oceans, some with atmospheres, some with burning skies or icy deserts, and some may hold life. But if there are voices out there, they are lost in the silence of space. No scream would reach us, no cry, no hello. We look, we listen, we wait, and silence answers back. 21. A quiet observer called Earth is an oddity. It hums with sound. Waves crashing, leaves rustling, children laughing. A noisy exception in a quiet universe. Our atmosphere is rare. Our air, a gift. But step outside. Earth's skin, and all is still. On the moon, your hammer hits the rock, and nothing is heard. The sound dies before it's born. Our world is a speaker in a concert hall where every other seat is empty. 22nd. Time, distance, and the silence between. The farther you look in space, the farther you look in time. Light from distant galaxies left before Earth existed. Before the sun was born. Before sound ever touched your ears. You are looking at ghosts, galactic fossils, echoes of ancient violence. All of it silent. Time is a river that carries light but loses sound. It forgets the voice but remembers the glow. 23. The universe is not quiet. It's just not human. Maybe the universe isn't silent. Maybe we're deaf to its language. It speaks in gravity. It sings in X-rays. It roars in magnetism. It's not built for ears. It's built for wonder. To truly hear the universe, you must learn new senses, new translations, new perceptions. You must feel its silence, not as emptiness, but as a message too large for sound. 24. The sound of thought. You are thinking, right now. And inside your skull, a storm of electrical impulses is firing. It is silent, utterly silent. And yet it contains galaxies, ideas, dreams, stories like this one. Even thought is part of the Silent Symphony, because the greatest forces in the universe, creation, destruction, consciousness, all begin in silence. 25. The final note. Silence as truth. What remains after all the light fades, after the last star dies, after time stretches into nothing? Silence. The universe may end not with a bang, but with a cold whisper, a fade into black, a long exhale, a final quiet note. But that's not failure. That's not sadness. It is truth. Silence is not the enemy. It is the beginning and the end. So next time you look up at the stars, remember, they are not quiet because they are empty. They are quiet because they are eternal. And that silence is the most beautiful music you will never hear.